Hello everybody, welcome to Sisters Mouse Magnus. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Smart Play again. Basically, the Smart Play sets were released about a month ago at this point. So what I would do in this video is basically talk about if this new innovation is basically a huge failure already. Even though the sets have been around for a month now, I still want to see if these sets are not selling too well or if they actually are doing good. So let's get into this. So first of all, the release of Smart Play was actually kind of interesting because all of the Smart Play Star Wars sets were only released in 6 countries. And the 6 countries are Germany, France, Poland, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Australia. Now, for those of you who don't know why all of these sets were only released in those 6 countries, the reason is because the Smart Brick itself, or really just Smart Play in general, is a major transformative company-wide initiative that spans their entire value chain from research and development to manufacturing and retail. So basically, from my understanding, LEGO spent a lot of money making this new innovation, and because of that, they apparently weren't able to launch this new innovation globally. And does it really make any sense? Not really, but I will say this though. It is interesting how these sets aren't even being released in LEGO's home country. I think that's actually kind of strange, honestly. And while there are some other countries where that produce LEGO pieces, but they're not being sold in those countries either. So the 6 countries that they picked, or at least some of them, are kind of questionable, honestly. But this is how the new innovation got released. But now let's talk about the sets themselves. So, as you all know, the first Smart Play sets are all Star Wars sets. So here's the big question. Did these sets actually sell? Well, that's a very good question. Did people actually want to buy these LEGO sets? Well, honestly, I don't really think that many people did. Now, I don't live in a country that sells these sets, so it's kind of hard to tell if people bought these, but I don't really think that these sets really interested people that much, honestly. So I don't really know if these sets really sold that well, honestly. And well, I can kind of see, just looking at the sets themselves, they don't really look that appealing, honestly. I definitely think that there are other sets that people would be interested in buying instead of these sets, honestly. But now there is another thing that I want to talk about, which is some people are saying that these Smart Play sets actually have false advertisement. Basically, there are some people who have bought some of these Smart Play sets, and they have complained that some of the sets don't include the Smart Brick itself. And now, here's the thing. Not all of the Star Wars Smart Play sets include a Smart Brick. There are only 3 sets that include the Smart Brick, which are Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Luke's Red 5 X-Wing, and the Throne Room Dual NA-Wing. Basically, on the boxes for these 3 sets, you have little indications that say that these are Smart Play all-in-one sets. But then there are 5 other sets which are actually labeled as add-on sets. And these sets are Luke's Land Spear, US HUD and Jedi Training, the AT-ST Attack on Endor, the Mos Eisley Cantina, and the Millennium Falcon. So basically, some people bought the add-on sets and complained how they basically have false advertisement, even though they clearly have indicators saying that they do not include the Smart Brick itself. So in my opinion, I definitely think that this is kind of weird that some people are saying that the sets have false advertisement, when in reality there are indicators that say that they do not include the Smart Brick itself. So I do think that is kind of weird, honestly. Now there is another thing I want to say, which is the cheapest set to include a smart wig is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. So basically, if you want a smart wig for as cheap as possible, you're gonna have to buy this one set. And now, here's the thing. I do hope that in the future, LEGO will sell the smart wig individually, so that way, when people buy a add-on set, they don't have to buy one of the all-in-one sets just to get the smart wig itself. I mean, here's the thing. LEGO is selling powered up stuff on their website, so if they're selling the powered up stuff, well then why can't they just sell a smart wig individually? I think if LEGO actually really just sold a smart wig individually, well then that would definitely be great. And also if they did that, we can see how much value the smart wig itself actually adds to the all-in-one sets. Now there is something else that needs to be addressed, which is a lot of people are saying that it was actually a bad idea to have the first smart play sets be Star Wars sets. I mean, the reason why they decided to have the first smart play sets be Star Wars sets is because Star Wars is popular, of course. But some people say that this was actually kind of a bad idea. There have been some people who have suggested that maybe C would have been a better theme to launch the smart play innovation alongside, because here's the thing. C is mostly focused on vehicles. I mean, here's the thing. This year there has only been one set that hasn't been a vehicle set, which is the airport set, and the rest has basically been vehicles. So a lot of people have said that maybe instead of choosing Star Wars, they should have went with C instead. Now here's the thing. The original smart play sets, if you will, were actually C sets, where basically those were sent out to test markets in the United Kingdom. So here's the thing, the smart play innovation did actually almost launch with City, though it was really only for test markets and stuff. Now it would have been better if LEGO actually launched the smart play innovation alongside the City. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but I do think that it probably would have been better to launch Smart Play alongside the C theme instead of the Star Wars theme. But now here's the big question. Will Smart Play be launched globally? And will the Smart Play innovation be spread across other themes in the future? Well, if you ask me, I will have to say yes. I definitely do think that LEGO has plans on releasing smart playsets for other themes. I'm pretty sure that's the plan for the future. But now, before I end off this video, I gotta answer a very interesting question. If you live in one of the countries that do sell these smart playsets, would I recommend that you buy any of these smart playsets? Well, if you ask me, my answer will have to be no. I do not recommend that you buy any of these sets. I do think that there are other sets that you can spend your money on, some sets that actually interest you, and sets that are definitely better in value. I mean, here's the thing, if you're a parent and you're watching this video and you have a kid who loves LEGO, well then I don't really recommend that you buy these smart playsets for your kid. I don't really recommend that you give your kid one of these sets for either their birthday or for Christmas. I just think you should give him something that is a little bit better. But that is just my opinion, and maybe some of you will do that. But just to be clear, I don't really recommend that you buy any of these sets whatsoever. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube, and hit that bell notification button so they're gonna know if I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.